It's safe to say that after the last decade plus of the woke invasion on gaming and every other sphere of entertainment, that people are a little sick and tired of games that are based on propaganda, especially when they're propped up by all of these other companies. Well, it looks like we've got another one in Take Us North. Take Us North is an illegal immigrant simulator. Now, it'd be one thing if we got to play as ICE, but no, that's not the case. You are supposed to connect to the plight of the migrants, their essential stories. And it is effectively a game that promotes illegal immigration and essentially turn the people who lead these things, the coyotes, the things that lead to child sex enslavement, to human trafficking, to all of these disgusting, despicable things. They want to make them into heroes. And it's supported by Microsoft. This is a tweet from a couple of months ago, I believe. This week, we're shining a spotlight on Anima Creates, that account no longer exists, and their upcoming game, Take Us North. Find out how the Xbox Developer Acceleration Program empowered this indie studio to create a narrative adventure survival game that follows the poignant journeys of a diverse cast of characters. These cast of characters, illegal immigrants. And it is essentially shining this super positive light on this horrific thing that goes on in the world and making these people into heroes. It is wild. And when they gave a presentation at Gamescom, let's just say it probably didn't go the way they expected it, because after Asmongold was alerted to it and reacted to it, they privated the video. They ran and hid after it got so much attention. Microsoft is funding a game, Take Us North, about illegal immigration to the USA. After Asmongold reacted to the Gamescom video about the game, it was quickly set to private hours later. And you can see a little bit about Anima Interactive and this thing that they're doing. We're a socially conscious indie game studio that blends art and technology to drive positive cultural impact. With video games as the largest entertainment medium in the world, we strongly believe in the immense untapped opportunity for interactive media to drive real-world positive change. Entertainment shapes culture, and culture shapes society. As developers, we have a responsibility to expand perspectives. At least they are honest about some of this. This is the reason these games are created. This is the reason this propaganda is pushed, because they want to change culture. They want to change the way people think. And by putting this in a positive light, by basically making these coyotes and people that lead these people there, that get them killed, that get them enslaved, that turn like human trafficking, all of this shit, by making them into heroes, they're trying to shape the way people look at it. But they'll go on. We're a small but mighty team of artists, storytellers, and activists dotted across the globe. The development team behind Take Us North represents all these different countries. Our team is over 60% BIPOC and over 60% female non-binary. And we aim to challenge the status quo in the broader games industry. Well, it's no surprise the game looks like shit then. And we can take a look at some of what this presentation was. Now, this is the only copy I can find anywhere. It's Asmongold's reaction, and certainly we're not going to watch the entire 30 minutes, but we're going to give you a hint of what exactly this is like, because after Asmongold reacted to this at Gamescom Congress, they privated the entire thing. You can't find it. As of right now when I'm recording this video, I have not been able to find any other, re-upload anything. They ran and hid. You can see this screenshot right here. The video is private. They ran away from it. But let's watch the introduction, shall we?
Great. So I got a little intro. Thank you. My name's Carla Reyes. My pronouns are she, her. And yeah, I run a little indie studio called Anima Interactive.
My pronouns are she, her. Good to know, Carla. Thank you. Oh, and Carla, we have found out a little bit about Carla Reyes. Yes, managing games at Anima Creates, advisor at Wings Fund Me, by the way, a company that has connections to Sweet Baby Inc. All of these people interact with each other. All of these people have these connections. They all run in these little fucking circles. This same person somehow worked at Visa, appears on panels with people from MasterCard when we're in the middle of all this kind of censorship and deplatforming going on by these credit card companies. Is that really a fucking surprise? All of these people are working in this shit together. But let's continue.
We're developing Take Us North, which is about migration across the U.S.-Mexico border, which is obviously a very relevant and heavy-hitting topic. Yeah. But that's why we found it important to talk about now. And I'll share a little bit about our behind-the-scenes in the development of this project because it's very deeply rooted in research, given how sensitive and complex and nuanced the subject matter is. We want to make sure that we are telling these stories.
Are they going to research the way that illegal migrants steal the identities of American citizens and then claim their benefits illegally? I wonder if they're going to talk about that.
Probably not, would be my guess. But they're interviewing illegal immigrants. They're interviewing like people that came to this country illegally, people that run these immigration scams, people they talked to this and interviewed them and got their feedback for this project. That's what they mean by how deeply researched it is.
Authentically, and that we are reaching our goal in trying to shift hearts and minds around this. So before I begin, I'm actually curious.
Yeah, this isn't a game, it's propaganda.
It is 100% propaganda. And just look at the art. This is the art for this. This is how fucking dog shit this looks, by the way. This is real. Like, this is what the gameplay looks like, by the way. This is something that got a Kickstarter and they raised like $50,000 for it, and then all of a sudden it starts getting funded and helped out by Microsoft as a fucking virtue signal.
Could I ask, what are your perceptions around like the motivations behind migration across the U.S.-Mexico border? Like, what are you hearing in the headlines in the news? I'm just curious. You can shout things out, or yep, go ahead. Trump out. Yes. Okay. Anyone else?
Trump out. Of course. This is what it's about, everybody. And we can skip ahead a little bit because, I'm not going to do a 30-minute reaction to Asmongold's reaction. But I just want to give you guys a sense of what exactly this shit is and why they're doing it. Again, their presentation, interviewing illegal immigrants, talking to illegal immigrants, all of this shit. And a narrative-driven game inspired by the things that follow the journeys of migrants across their way to the U.S.-Mexico border. You play the role of a migrant guide. You have a complex interplay of duty and empathy. Narrative depth, strategic traversal and choices, 10 stealth mechanics, evading border patrol, basically. Like, you can't make this shit up. We have a game, an illegal immigration simulator, trying to make people feel the plight of these migrants who come into this country illegally. Right? Who take jobs from people who, like Asmongold said, sometimes use identities and steal identities in order to do that, in order to illegally get benefits. All of this shit. That's what this game is promoting. And so, of course, they're getting annihilated after Asmongold shined a light on this. It is all in an effort to propagandize people and make them feel bad for all the people who decide to come here illegally. It's not because of that. They're trying to escape something. They're trying to get away. It can't be because they just want more money. It can't be because they might get paid more here and send more money back. It can't be any of those reasons. And I'm sure nothing bad happens in this game. I'm sure you can't decide to, sell all the young women that are in your group that you're leading across the border into the sex trade. I'm sure that won't be a part of this game. I'm positive, in fact, that won't be a part of this game, but they are bragging about talking to illegal immigrants. They're bragging about all this shit. And again, all of these people are connected, Sweet Baby Inc. connections, Wings Interact, all of this stuff. And the idea that you did this to promote your game, that's why you're doing this presentation, and then it gets a lot of eyes on it, but it's a lot of negative eyes, and all of a sudden you run and hide. You private the video. You do everything you can to run away. And the trailer that they've put out is getting a little bit of backlash, by the way. This is the Take Us North official trailer. Modding community about to go crazy with this one. I wonder if there's mini games like avoid being raped as a child or escape the prison farm once the cartel gets you where they want you. Hopefully we can play as the heroes of this story, the Border Patrol. Seems like walking through a port of entry would have been so much easier. I'd rather play as an ICE agent to deport everyone. Can't wait for ICE Simulator to come out to counter this. I'm willing to bet the devs are not in my backyard type of people. Don't forget the part where smugglers leave behind the women, children, and elderly to die in the desert. Or the part where they leave layup spots with trash and leave the desert looking like a pollution tornado went through. How about they destroy property and fences of ranchers who leave literally millions of dollars of damage to fence lines and equipment, all while vandalizing the homes of those who live close to the border and increasing the cost of food to the borderland. I want this game accurate. This is going to be a fucking shit show now that it has had so much light put on it. I think I heard somebody mention it a day or two ago. I don't know if that was after Asmongold made his video, before he reacted, whatever. And I was like, an illegal immigration simulator? That sounds absolutely retarded. And now here we are. It's got a lot of attention and virtually all of it is negative. Take Us North looks to be like potentially the next big gaming disaster. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.